back. I know I haven't really notified anyone that I was going live today, but I'm just gonna go ahead and chat and see who's gonna kind of join us and want to hear more about what is going on with Mr. Pixiu. I've been getting so many emails, you guys, regarding the Pixiu, the rules, and you know, kind of like going over what needs to be reminded as far as when you do get your Pixiu. So I'm gonna get started. I know we don't have anybody in the chat just yet, but I'm sure it's gonna get pretty busy as the day progresses. It is different. I believe it's about 2:30 right now here. It is probably, I don't know, I'm guessing 3-hour differences if you're not in the West Coast. You're probably about to eat dinner wherever you guys are. I just finished with my kind of like my late lunch. But hey, welcome guys. I hope you are here to share the Pixiu talk. I'm not sure if notification will show up. I think I might have to change the settings. I don't know. Okay. Welcome to the chat. I am just trying to see. Oh, hi, taxi service. How are you? All right, so the chat does work. I'm so happy that you did that because I get to see the messages as I talk. We all here, we'll be here for about 30 minutes. I always say that. We always end up talking for like 45 or an hour. So we'll see the time that we're going to spend together. I'm here to answer all your questions. I know a lot of you have been trying to reach me via email. I was on a little small getaway trip with my kids, which you saw in the booking, how to get 50% off on travel. So we did that. So we filmed the entire getaway and what we got for the, you know, the amount of money that we had to spend for the trip. We had a great time. We just got back not too long ago. My kids are with their dad for an entire 2 weeks almost, so I've got the home for myself. It is going to be a little more quiet, so it's more mommy time, which I will enjoy for sure. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to miss them like crazy. I haven't been away from them ever for more than a day or two, or even 3 at the most, but they aren't too far, so you know, I'm at ease with that decision to have them spend time with their dad. But with that said, I want to talk Pixiu, you guys, so come on in, ask away. If there's any questions you've always wondered, like, you know, what's going on? Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I, you know, can I wear it on this hand? Can I wear it on both hands? This is your chance to talk, you guys, to chat with me. Send me messages. I will make sure to answer them as you ask them. Now, with that said, I wanted to talk about the little pamphlet that you guys are getting in the mail when you do purchase a Pixiu from moi. So once you do get the Pixiu, it'll come in this kind of bubble wrap right here, container. Okay, and I will make sure that your Pixiu is safe in a little carrier, which looks just like so. Cute. Oh my god, powerful bracelet. I had this gentleman make it for me, and your Pixiu bracelet will be inside, all right, this little container, and we will close it, and then it'll be inside of a kind of like a little net, and then it'll be placed inside of this bubble wrap. So this is how you are going to receive your package. Now, every package gets this pamphlet. I want you to take a good look carefully. It'll say your bracelet has been blessed, all right? And then it says here, read rules now. So a lot of people have asked me, where are the rules? Where are the rules? Just turn them around and you'll have them all. Now, I think I've said in the past videos that I've made this paper very accessible in the sense that it is flexible. You can literally fold it up very easy. Because I mean, it's nice to have something that's hard and rigid that you can keep around the house, but I noticed that when it's too bulky, it's hard to carry with you. And the tiny little papers like so, I'm not gonna use it because then they might contact me and be like, hey, why'd you show my paper? But you get it, the little papers that are, oh, like, there you go, something similar to this, you know, we can get to, but it's hard and not everybody likes that. So I made it so that it's kind of flexible and easy to carry with you. You can close it up, all right? You can make it as tiny as you want, put it in your back pocket, put it in your purse, and you can have it so if you forget something as you're wearing your Pixiu and you're like, oh my gosh, am I supposed to do this? Can I do this? Can I not do this? The Feng Shui Pixiu bracelet rules will tell you exactly what needs to be done at all times. Now I'm going to go through them. If you guys think of something, anything, just let me know right now and I could clarify it for you. So don't be shy. Go ahead, send, you know, your questions. There's no such thing as a good or a bad question. All questions are questions that are valid, and I'm here to answer them. So I don't want you guys to feel, you know, scared of asking. That bracelet is good for hopeless people. Okay, thank you, Cusco. Yes, it is good for everyone, really. People that have, you know, that want to hang on to hope. There's people that are looking for the wealth advantage of it all. And so, all right, so let's get started with the rules, you guys. The first one would be you must cleanse your bracelet prior to wearing it. Okay, so this would be on the top here to do. I've been watching your videos. Thanks for making them. Thank you for watching. I got my Feng Shui bracelet a month ago from Buddha Power. Okay, yeah, I believe I'm still learning about it. My right hand is dominant, but on my right hand, I noticed that the people around me has luck, so I put it on my left hand. Yes, we're gonna get to that rule where it talks about the hand. Hi, Cecilia from Brooklyn. How are you? How's the weather over there? All right, so I'm so happy you guys are joining the chat room. Thank you for doing that. So as far as purchasing it from someone else, I think you have to kind of ask them because they probably, like I said, they don't bless them like we do. So I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not. I can't really speak for them. So if you guys are purchasing them from another vendor, it's really hard for me to vouch for what you have. Now, I'm only gonna speak for if you buy them from me, just because I know where they come from. You know, I've sourced them from a reliable source, and also I've blessed them, so I know the power that they hold. Now, I can't say for other companies that you've purchased them from, so unfortunately I can't help you with that, but you can still continue following the rules if you think this may help you. But again, these rules will apply for my Pixius that I sell, just because, like I said, I know what they can do for you. So I want to make sure that we're clear on that, because if I say something and you've purchased them from someone else and it's not working, then I can't really vouch for my bracelet for them. I mean, because you've purchased them from another, you know, from another store. But with that said, when it says you must cleanse your bracelet, a lot of people have questions about that. They're like, well, should I just run it by water? Should I just, because there's different ways that you can cleanse it. Hi, Sebastian, how are you? Thanks for joining our chat room. So how do you cleanse it? There's different ways that I'm sure you guys have seen many videos on that. One of them being on our website at powerfulbracelet.com. My bracelet's too big. Can I take it to the jewelry store and have it adjusted? Hi, Cecilia. I'm not sure who you bought it from. I know if you had bought it from me, per se, from powerfulbracelet.com, I make sure you can return it and I would fix it for you. If it's not from me, you can bring it back to your seller and maybe see if they can readjust it. I don't recommend you cutting the bracelet and you know, have the beads spread and then putting it back together. That can only work negatively, unfortunately. Once the bracelet is put together, it holds a power in itself, and once you cut it, it could kind of backfire a little bit. And I am the living proof of that, you guys. I've had bad luck when I've cut one of my bracelet at the very beginning, and when I say bad luck, everything went wrong. And we'll get into that because I'll make another video about what can happen, and trust me, it was the worst day of my life. Everything happened that had to happen wrong happened. So please do not cut your bracelet for any means or any reason. If you have to buy another one from that seller, you go ahead and buy another one, but do not cut your bracelet, you guys. And if you need any changes, bring it back to me. I'll make sure that I re-bless it for you and then ship it out. All right, so let's get back to the rules. So cleansing it. So there's different choices of doing so. A lot of people will run it underwater. Now, I used to say, well, not that I used to say, I still say it. If you are in a mall or, you know, somebody's touched it and you just don't want their energy and you need something quick, yes, go ahead, go to your bathroom, rinse it under running water. All right, make sure you pat it dry really well and then put it back. Now, for whatever reason, a lot of people take it as, oh, well, I need to rinse it every 5 minutes. Now, if you do that, you guys know this is plated gold, right? What happens to plated gold if you keep on exposing it to harsh water from, you know, the tap water? It contains a lot of those minerals inside, and contains salt. It contains a lot of things in there to make basically damage the gold in the long run. So you don't want to do too much of that. All right, so that's just kind of like last resort. Or if you get it and you really want to try it right away and you want to put your Pixiu as soon as you get it in the mail. So you get this package, for example, you get it out, you get so excited, and then as you open it, you're like, I want to wear it. But remember to cleanse it, guys. Like, don't just wear it right away, okay? I don't want that to backfire on you, because my energy is probably put onto this with my assistant, who we both work on the bracelet, make sure that they're fitting with the size that you've requested, because we do have some bracelet where you can actually request a particular size. And once you do get that, we want to make sure that once you do get it, you don't wear it right away, okay? So don't wear it right away, cleanse it. If you've purchased on our website at powerfulbracelet.com, if you purchase your candle, they are wonderful, you guys. They smell amazing. They're organic, as I said before. Hi, oh, I'm glad that it's sunny. Good, enjoy it, because we can't even leave the house right now. It is too hot in Arizona. It is like 110, I believe, right now, and even though the AC is cranked up, it is still hot, because like I'm really by the window here, so you guys can get a good view, and it is hot. Anyways, I was talking about, let's go back to the candles. Candles are the most efficient, strongest way to cleanse it. The way that you do it, basically you open it up. All right, I have different tins. Let me go get them real quick. I got the big one. So I just got my new shipment. So I got the big one and the small one, so the 2 ounce and the 4 ounce. So if you guys want to cleanse them, this is organic, as I mentioned before. It is made of pure sage oils. All right, they're very hard to find out there, you guys. And the ones that are sold, I'm not sure if they're organic. They look like this. They smell divine. All right, and then once you blow on the smoke, then you'll pass your bracelet above it. And it's fantastic. It'll cleanse it within a couple of seconds. You can also put your intentions inside, which will look like this. And you can just put your intentions. I ordered one from, yes, we did get your order. Thank you for your order. It isn't too big. I'm actually wearing one right now, because the one that you order, which I believe was the 16 millimeter, is one of my favorite, and I'm wearing it right now. It's beautiful. It's not too big. I'll show you the one that everybody orders, like the regular one. Let me see where I put it. I was talking and I kind of put it away. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is our regular 12 millimeter. Oh, I'm sorry, Costco. We'll talk about that. We'll see what it is that you may be doing wrong, all right? And I'm not sure if you purchased it from us too, like I said earlier. All right, so this is a 12 millimeter, you guys, which is the one that we sell with the 1 Pixiu and the double Pixiu. Okay, so I'm just going to show, I don't want to put it on my left hand, but here I am putting it. And this is your, let me put them side by side so you can get an idea. And this would be the 16 millimeter. So you could see the beads, well, the beads, they're actually obsidian. They're a little bit, they're almost double. I wouldn't say almost double, but it's not big, whereas, oh my goodness. And I have very, very tiny wrists, you guys. Like, I'm a 6 to 6.5. So I'm really, 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 really tiny. So let me go ahead and show you when you do wear it. It's not that bad at all. It's very classy, especially if you're wearing black. It looks pretty nice. I mean, I love the feel and the look. I like that it's not too tight, and I love that there's a little bit of wiggle room, so when you're like lifting your hand, it doesn't go all the way down, but it doesn't stay there either, that it's too tight and uncomfortable. So I love the way it just kind of falls on. This is my favorite, my 16 millimeter. I believe this was my last one. The one that I sold you was my last one. So I've ordered some more. So if you guys are wanting that, it'll take, I want to say, upwards of about 2 weeks to get my new order. All right, so if you guys are interested in them, I love it. I've kept one for myself, and I wear it whenever I'm wearing black. I just wear it because I think it stands out. I love, again, if you guys haven't, or are just joining the chat, welcome. Hey, you did receive yours. Yay, I'm so happy. So happy you received it. All right, let's see here. So this is the comparison again, if you guys want to take a good look. It's not, I mean, you could see the difference. It's almost double. Oh, thank you, Starlight. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. So you can see here, you guys, that it's almost double. Yeah, And it's beautiful. It really is. Like I said, this is by far my favorite. I have a few favorites that I wear and I rotate all the time, and then we could talk about that later. But this is the one you'll receive in the mail if you are going for the single Pixiu or double Pixiu. This is a 12 millimeter. Now this is the 16 millimeter, so it's a little more expensive. It's a little heavier, you know, but it's basically a statement piece. I mean, when you walk around with that, people are like, what is that? I love it. It's beautiful. I'm like addicted to this one too. All right. So going back to the first rule of the Feng Shui, we already have 15 minutes in. I'm trying not to make this video as long too much because people an hour kind of get discouraged, but we're going to try to keep it within the 30 minutes. So we have another 15. Okay, so it says cleansing it. So cleansing it, you can kind of go with these organic white sage candles that I do offer on the website. All right, you can order 1, 2. The more you order, obviously, the more discounts is applied. Now, I have to say, it is super hot here. So what happens is when I drop it off at the USPS office, they keep it in their office, but then they'll put it in the big truck. When they do put it in the big truck, it stays in the heat for a little while because they have to go to the main post office where it's gonna fly out. And at times it may melt, all right? So the only way that I can ship is if I could ship Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, where they ship it directly to the main office. But if I ship to her like Thursday, Friday, it might sit there. So I'm told to ship at the beginning of the week. Oh, I'm so excited, Cecilia. I know you're gonna love it. Oh my gosh, you are gonna love it. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I just shipped yours, so you probably received the tracking in the mail, so you can track it every day to see where it's at. But I'm really excited for you to get it. You're really gonna love it. So yeah, so when you guys order these candles to cleanse them, you just make sure that if you ordered on Friday, know that I'll ship it Monday or Tuesday. I'm trying not to ship it in too close to the end of the week because I don't want them to melt. But there is this new bubble wrap that they are selling now where it protects them from the heat, so I'm gonna try those. I don't want them melting, so when they get to you and they're all, you don't want that. So rule number one, cleansing, you guys. So this is the most powerful way you can cleanse your Pixiu, all right? Again, you light it up. Once you blow on it, the smoke that it'll create, you can just kind of pass your bracelet. Make sure you take it off your hand. I'm doing it quickly here, but you're just gonna kind of go like this, all right? This is a larger one here. Oh, it smells so good. And then you just kind of pass it above. Kind of lay it on the plate with coins. Can I lay it on the plate? Yes, you can. Oh, definitely. Yeah, you could do that with coins. Definitely. I have my Buddha, which I'm going to show you guys. I use it for most of my pictures on the website. He's adorable. Every morning I rub his little belly for good luck. And I have my lucky frog. I love my lucky frog. And my little lucky frog with the red eyes. She's got the gold coin and she's got the silver coin. And every day she is looking at me and looking over me and protecting me. And one of her coins just fell. Actually, both of her coins. No. Okay. And it is said, the more you talk about a Pixiu, the more that your good luck is kind of going to go down. Costco is like laughing at me here. So they say to not talk about it, to have it like written maybe, but not talk about it because the luck kind of diminishes as you speak so much about it. So I believe in sharing the wealth and the happiness. And what type of scent did the cleansing clean it? I love I know the gold frog is my little lucky gold frog. I love her. She's adorable. She or he, I believe it is a he. Isn't it cute? I know. I love it. You just kind of put the gold coin and it just kind of stares at me. We'll have them on their website too in about a week or so. I just wanted to see if it worked. And it's been working for me. This is my workspace right here. And I'm just getting so much luck here. And some good vibes also. All right, so cleansing. Let's go back to cleansing. Yeah, I mean, you can lay the cleansing anywhere. I do leave my gold and silver next to my Buddha that I have. So he kind of like keeps on bringing me, that positiveness and that money and that wealth and that health as well. So, so I have my little setup right here. And these candles are amazing. Now let's go to option number 2. There's a rice cleansing as well. So you can put your Pixiu into rice, leave it overnight, you guys. And then in the morning, obviously get rid of that rice. Don't eat it, okay? Because it absorbed all the negativity from your Pixiu. And you can start wearing it again. All right, so just cleanse all that energy out. So those are like the long term, those are like the most powerful ones that I'm gonna kind of go in order. So your first one would be the candle. Second one, and it doesn't have to be mine, you guys, if you could find out there maybe for a little bit cheaper, although these candles don't go for too much considering that they have quite a lot in there and they're made organically with essential oils. But if you can find something cheaper, go ahead and do that. You don't have to buy it from me. But candles are usually that, and your smudge, you guys. Smudge is really important. That's very powerful. So I would say these two, and we have this on our website as well. I use my smudge, as you can see. I use it all the time, just to bless your bracelets as well before they go. So they are blessed. When they come back, I just kind of send them a little bit of, you know, I just cleanse them a little bit more before they go, but you need to cleanse them again when you do receive them. So, so yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and do that, you could do that. Then there's the rice, there's the moon, energizing and cleansing. So you could spend, you know, leave it overnight. You could also cleanse it with the sun. So what you do, you just leave it by the windowsill. All right, leave your bracelet there for just a few hours, and that energy of the sun will help it as well to cleanse it. So there's different ways. I personally prefer those two ways. Those are my favorite. Again, there's some organic flowers that come with it. This is on our website as well, but these would be my two favorite. This would be my top one as well. All right, so now that we've got that out of the way, the next one, hopefully you guys, if you have any questions, ask me now, because we're going to go to the next step. If you have any questions about cleansing. Next one, no one should touch your Pixiu or you must rinse it. Very important. So let's say you're wearing it and you have some people that go, oh my goodness, this is so cute, I love it. You're like, no, you're not supposed to touch it, I'm so sorry. So that's when you would probably resort to a water flow. Like maybe go to your closest sink. Let's say you're at a friend's house. Obviously you don't have that. You're not carrying this, but you may be carrying this. I always suggest that this is what I love about this little tin can, is that you could just put it in your pocket. And if that happens, just light it up in the bathroom and just cleanse it. But if you don't have that for whatever reason, which is fine, you don't always carry a candle with you. You could just basically, you know what, pass it under cold water real quick. Make sure you dry it really good, you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are in a hurry and you'll just kind of dry it with a towel in the bathroom. Those towels are made very, very hard. And then you kind of like put it in and you put it back. What happens is the water stays on your Pixiu, you guys, and it's going to eat at the plated gold, all right? And within time, that plated gold is just going to kind of start tarnishing a little bit. And that's something that you can't stop. You know, usage is going to do that to any items that you have, especially the Pixiu, because we wear it a lot. So, oh, and there's another video I'll make about the Pixiu. We do sell the frog. It'll be on the website next week. Yes, I'm getting a shipment, and so we'll have them. They're so cute. They literally like stay in your hand. I love them. So yeah, make sure that, you know, and body lotion, stay away from body lotion. And then when you put your Pixiu on it, it's going to rub on that and it's going to leave that cream. That cream is made of so many different types of, you know, I don't know how to say it, to be honest with you, just different types of things that they use to make a cream, which can damage in the long run your Pixiu. And I don't want that, you know, your stone is real stone, so that's not going to damage. But I'm talking about your plated gold, you know, because you want to keep it. But if your plated gold kind of starts tarnishing a little bit, just let me know. I'll make it right, you guys. That's, you know, you purchase from us. I want you guys to be happy, so I always try to make things right. It's not, I'm not here today and gone tomorrow. Once you purchase from me, I stand behind all of my Pixius. I want you to be happy, so you just let me know, send me an email, and we'll work something out, no problem. All right, number 3 on the list here. Welcome. For whoever just joined us, never sleep with your Pixiu, it will bully you. All right, so we talked about that in previous videos. Sleeping with your Pixiu is a no-no. Hi, Paula. The Buddha, sorry, about 2 months ago, nothing's happening. I am so sorry. I've heard that many times. I know, and I'm pretty sure they're a great store. I think what makes a difference is really the blessing on the bracelets that we have. I know a lot of people don't do that because it is a hassle for them to just kind of go to the, you know, to the temple and have that connection with the priest. And it's kind of hard to sell what it is that I sell. I have a little more time, and where I live, I don't live too far from the temple, so we do offer that extra prayer on top of our bracelets. So for us, it is easier, I guess, to sell them. I had it blessed. Oh, you had it blessed with them? Oh, that's weird. Did you ask them for any proof? I mean, have you seen it? I'm not discrediting them, but a lot of people will say, oh, we bless your bracelet, but you need to make sure that you've seen the ceremony of, or you've witnessed it, or you can ask. We do offer, if you ever want to see your own bracelet blessed, we do offer a blessing kind of service. If that's what you want, you do have to pay a little more, obviously, because usually when I bless a few at a time. But if you want yours in particular and you want specific things, you could go on our website, check out our little service that we offer where you can get it blessed individually, and they will name your name and whatnot. But once we do go get them blessed, we get them blessed in general. So just to give you an example, we'll bring a few and he'll have it actually either in his hand or in a bag. I think you're right, I should. Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to say I've blessed your bracelet, but it's another story when one thing is said, one thing is really done. You know, I don't know. Again, I don't want to discredit them. I'm not here to do that. I just want to make sure that what they promise you, they do. Just like us, if I tell you that your bracelet will be blessed, it will be blessed. I have videos to prove it on the website. Go to powerfulbracelet.com. You'll see the process, how we do it. I've also taken my children. I don't always take them, but that day I did because I wanted to document it, but they're not crazy about having cameras in there. They feel a little uncomfortable, and so just doing that was huge because they allowed me to, but it's not something I can do every time. So if you guys ever want that service blessed for your particular bracelet, it does cost, and also have to give a donation. And believe me, oh, I'm so sorry, Costco. I am so sorry. Yeah, that sucks, especially when you invest money and you're hoping to get something out of it. And so I apologize that your bracelets didn't work with that particular vendor. I apologize for that. But definitely give us a try. You know, again, the bracelet, it starts from within. If you feel already negative about a bracelet, if you're thinking that's not going to work, and the minute you get it, it's almost like it wants to share that energy with you, but you already have a blockage. Remember, it starts from within, so you have to believe in it as well. So it's kind of like working out and dieting. If you don't diet but you work out, you may not see results. You have to have both in order for it to work. You have to diet, eat properly, and work out. You can't have one without the other. It's the same thing with your bracelets, you guys. It starts from within. If you believe in it, and once you do get it in the mail and you still feel that way, you're going to start manifesting a lot of positivity. Okay, so it's really important that you understand that. Now, with that said, all right, so sleeping with the Pixiu, it is a no, 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 no. All right, Pixiu is there to protect you. So when you are sleeping, you put it by the front door or by your window. Have it kind of overlook during the evening, throughout the evening. It's protecting you, so it's looking out to make sure that it is protecting you. And if you don't allow it to do that and you leave it next to your bedroom, it is chasing gold, but at the same time it is protecting you in the evening. And if you're there, they're kind of the aggressive mode, and what's going to happen is it's going to bully you in a sense that it's just going to keep bugging you because it's on overdrive at night. All right, because it's doing its protection. Just think of it as your dog. You know, your dog at night has its ears up, it's by the door or by your, you know, by your bedroom, but it's kind of like always attentive to what's going on. So think of it like that. Every time I say to people that want a Pixiu, I always tell them it's kind of like adopting a pet. You have to take care of it. The way that you take care of it, it'll take care of you back. So don't put it next to your bedside, please. Don't do that. And also don't bring it in when you are intimate with your partner. All right, whoever your partner is, just don't bring it in that moment per se. All right, so try to keep it away from your bedroom. As soon as I wake up, I go and get it downstairs. For me, I have 2 floors, so I have it facing my front door or my window. It depends, you know, where I put it. Sometimes I'll wash my hands at night, I'll take it off, leave it by the window, facing the window. So you can't just leave your bracelet this way. You have to kind of take the time and just position your Pixiu looking outwards and leave it by the window seal. All right, and it's looking, as you can see, it's looking out. I don't know if you can see it. This is the head right there. So it's kind of looking out right now, and I position it so it's looking that way. If it's not, I'm not saying it's not going to work, but you know, it has a function. Just let it shine. Okay, just let it shine, you guys. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, yeah, make sure that it's in the window or the door and it's looking out and it's protecting you. That's like ultimately the goal at night. All right, wear it every day and remind it who its master. Who is the master? All right, I'm hot right now because like I said, the AC is going on, but it's like 100 and we have like a huge heat wave here in Arizona. Woo. All right, so every day you have to remind it who's boss. Very important. All right, if you have it on and you don't talk to it, that connection that you have is not, that bond will not be as strong as what you want it to be. Okay, so as you're wearing it, you're gonna put your hand on it. Or don't poke its eye, because its eye is chasing the gold. It's actually going fetching for you, so it needs its eyes to see. And don't touch the derriere, all right, because it does not have a derriere. I don't know if you understand what derriere means. It's, I don't want to say the word, but B-U-T-T, yeah. So what happens is the front chases and goes and get your wealth, and the back is covered so that it keeps it, all right, and it vibrates within you. So it's really important. It has a function, all right, that's why it is the way it is. Now, I don't think I've told you guys that in other videos, but these are actually girls, believe it or not. The Pixius are girls. I've always said that they were, like, I've always named them he's for some reason, but they are girls. They have little antennas, and that's how you can tell them apart. The ones without the little antennas, I don't know if they're called antennas or whatnot, but without the antennas are girls, and I'm sorry, with the antennas they're girls, and without the antennas they're boys. So just so you know, so the girls are more aggressive, they're more protective, and so most of our Pixius, actually 99.9% of all the Pixius are females, as you can see. So your female will be chasing, will be protecting you. All right, so it's really important that you talk to it and you let them know what it is that you want. Again, put your hand on your Pixiu and let her know, you know, hey, this is what I need from you. I really need you to speak to me. I really need this connection. You know, I am your master. Just reminded who is the master. Very, very important. And throughout the day, hey, I need your guidance right now. And you could close your eyes, you can put your hand on it and just speak to it without pointing fingers. Really important, you guys, don't point fingers anywhere on the Pixiu. All right, I don't think I've mentioned that in other videos, or maybe I have, but just make sure you treat it with respect. Again, this is not going to work like, hey, I like you, and no, put your hand on it and just talk to it. All right, remind it who's boss. I am your master. We have a connection. Welcome to my world, basically, and you're going to be working for me. So very important. All right, always wear your Pixiu on your dominant hand. That is such an, I mean, a lot of people ask me that question. They have, or they use both of their hands and they're not sure which one it should be. What I always tell them is, okay, which hand do you use the most? Like in my case, I'm right-handed. There's no way I could be left-handed. I can't do anything with my left. So obviously for me, it's a no-brainer. It'll be on the right hand. But if you have a hand, let's say you are a right-handed, but you also use the left as much, and you're kind of conflicted because you're like, I kind of use both. I don't know what you do. Just try the other hand, you guys. Just see what happens. Now, I've been asked this question. What happens if I don't put in the right hand? Well, why don't you guys try it? But I don't want you to try it because then you're going to come back and say, oh my gosh, I've had the worst day. What happens is this is supposed to fetch gold. On the other hand, it's going to work the other way around. It's going to have you basically spending. So you're going to see yourself spending a lot of money. Bills are going to be coming in. Let's say your regular bill is $15. I don't know, for garbage, let's say. For some reason, it'll be 18 this month. And you're going to be like, what the hell? What happened? And then you're going to see money spent, or somebody's going to be taking money out of your account monthly, and the monthly payments are going to start. And you're going to be like, why did they take this money this month? I don't have recurrent payments. Why did they take it? And you're going to see like money is going to start coming out. The way that it's coming in with Pixiu looking out, if you're either wearing it toward you or you're putting in the wrong hand, things start happening the opposite way. So you're going to be like, what the hell, what's going on? And sometimes I remember this happening to me, and I looked and the Pixiu was on the wrong side. I was like, no. So it was my fault. But when you see things happening not the way that they should, oftentimes your Pixiu is just not facing the right way, or you're putting it on the wrong hand. But I don't want to scare you. Just try it, you guys. So sometimes, because you could read online, there's so much documentation about Pixius and people have their own opinion. They started out by saying left hand was the idea. I did that and that didn't work for me. Now it may work for you, again, because that may be your dominant one and you're not sure if it is or not. So try it. Without trying it, you'll never know. So I've tried the left. I know for 100% certainty that it is not the right hand for me. So if you guys, if you see that everything is happening that shouldn't be happening, just switch over, cleanse it, you guys, you know, get rid of that crazy energy because you've made a mistake, and put it back on your right hand. And once you do, you're gonna be super happy about that. So yeah, if you guys have any experiences about that, you know, putting it on the wrong hand and what happened to you, please share that below. I'd love to hear what happened to you, you know, because I could tell you stories about mine, but I'm gonna do another video about like what happens. Yeah, you should. If you see that this is not working, make sure you cleanse it really, really well, okay? Once it's cleansed, again, one of my top cleansing things is this. Because if you don't cleanse it well, it still has that negative energy, it may not work as well. So you want to cleanse it completely, all right? The good thing about these candles is that you can also set your intentions. So you'll see like there's a little, when you open it, there's a little sticker that talks about your intentions. Should the head face your small finger? Yes, always. Always have the Pixiu facing outwards, you guys. As you can see, it's facing this way, so my little pinky. And if I was to wear it on this hand, which I don't want to, but it would be facing there. See how the head is, the little antennas there? Yeah, always the mouth looking out, okay? And if you have any like your doubts or anything, just send me a picture via email and then I'll kind of guide you, but it shouldn't be complicated. When you look at it, if the mouth is looking at you, then you know it's looking in the wrong direction. It needs to be looking out. So just think about it that way. All right. So always wear your Pixiu on the dominant hand. Now the next one, wear your Pixiu facing outward, never facing you. I think we kind of covered that. So as you kind of read these, when you do get them in the mail, just make sure you're reminded that don't have it face you, or don't put it in the wrong hand. Like we said earlier, leave it facing the door and the window at night for protection. You're welcome. And Draven and Dalen Morgan, I was trying to say that right. All right, leave it facing door, window at night for protection. Yes, yes, and yes. And if during the day you're not using it, you could also leave it by the window sill. It won't hurt it. Obviously, if there's direct sun on it all the time, you know, this is plated gold. Again, you want to take care of it, you guys. This is where I provide a beautiful little pouch. You can put it in your pouch, all right? And you can put it in a safe place. Again, not in the bedroom. I just don't think that is a productive area to place your Pixiu. But always by the window is a good thing, or by the door in the evening. I think for protection, yes. Be specific with your request while you touch it daily. Yeah, that's another thing. I think I talked about it in some videos about how it is really, really important. Yes, I'm being dexterous. Thank you, Cecilia. I have a hard time saying that word. I'm French and my English isn't that amazing, so I'm being dexterous. Hey, I really like your turbulence video. Look how some of the pressure I built up. And oh, I'm so happy, Judah. I'm happy that helped you. Yeah, bracelets help a lot just to calm you down as well, especially this one here. This is one of my calming bracelets. Oh my gosh. Believe it or not, I am a flight attendant, but I still get, you know, I still get stressed like everybody else. Don't think that because we're flight attendant, we fly all the time, we don't feel anything. We sure do. And a lot of the bracelets have, you know, helped me so much through so many things. And it's funny because at the time I wasn't really sharing those, just because I kind of have two interests in this channel. I was thinking of making another channel with something else, you know, other than flight attendant, but it kind of combines in itself, because these bracelets have helped me with my career, have helped me with flying, and have helped me with stress. I'm also claustrophobic, which is kind of the irony, because you're in a plane, right? And you can't, I mean, if you're claustrophobic, that is like one of the worst thing to do, is to fly, because you are in a closed tube. But my bracelet have helped me so much. They've helped me so much. So I think it was very productive. So that's why I'm kind of combining these two, you know, interests of mine into one channel, because I'm sure it could help other people too, wanting to be flight attendant or work in that environment. But let's go back to the Pixiu. Be specific with your request. Okay. All right, in what way do bracelets help you out? You know what, it's a good question. They help you out in so many ways, like I said, stress, work related. You know, people have anchors that they turn to, whether it's alcohol, whether it's drugs, whether it's turning to, I'm not gonna say the word, but SCX. You know, people have a lot of dependency. They turn to things to make them feel better, right? I, for some reason, obviously I'm not into any of those things, but I am into stones, you guys, and I think stones have provided so much health benefits to me, and everything, all the stress that I was going through. All of you know that I went through a divorce, and that kind of made me very insecure in a lot of ways, financially, physically. I was at a certain weight at that time, and I remember developing my weight loss bracelet, which helped me so much, you guys, on my weight loss journey, that and Herbalife. So in conjunction with that, when I started seeing results, I even made a video on how much weight I lost. I started kind of talking about it, and I figured if it helps me, it's going to help someone else for sure. And then the stress that I was feeling, I remember holding on to these stones all the time. I had a bigger stone, and every time I'd fly, I would fly with this stone. I made it into a bracelet, you guys, so it's more accessible, because carrying a stone is different than having a bracelet. I don't have any more colds. I'm not, I used to be sick a lot just because of the stress and because of traveling. That has diminished so much. I mean, I still get sick. Obviously, we're going to get sick because we're in contact with people on a constant basis. But the stone have just provided me so much help, and health-wise, and money. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you believe in something, you manifest. And what I mean by that is you kind of, let's say it's like praying, all right? So you go to church and you pray. And then when you pray for something, you keep praying for something, God or the universe, because they work in conjunction, has a way of kind of giving you the tools to get and reach that goal. So I remember thinking, I need to get out of that hole. I need to provide for my children. There's no ifs and buts in this case, because they need to have food on the table. So once you start thinking and thinking and thinking and praying and manifesting, and what happens is, you start being given. I know it is gorgeous. If you see it up close, it is incredible. The hues that come from the light. I mean, this is one of my favorite bracelets. This is one of our top sellers too, and helps with infections too. If you look it up on the website at powerfulbracelet.com, you'll see all the benefits, and it really does work. These are high quality stones, you guys, like laying cards and stuff like this. The word, I think. Don't get me wrong, but it kind of sounds like laying cards and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to deviate from what the from the rules, but if you guys have any questions after this, definitely put them down below, or you can always reach me at flywithshelly@gmail.com, and I will gladly answer your emails, you guys. I answer all my emails. So unless I don't have the answers. I don't have the answers to everything. I'm not God or anything, but I have life experience. I'm almost 50 years old, so I've lived through so many things that I can share with you guys, and I believe sharing is caring, and I believe sharing kind of manifests a lot more for yourself as well when you share. All right, so we deviated somehow. I'm forgetting what I was talking about because I'm reading your comments, and then I get sidetracked. But yeah, if you keep manifesting, it'll start giving you the tools to do what you need to do. All right, and the tools, you have to see them. Sometimes it's just a little message. Sometimes it's someone coming along saying, hey, I'm an investor, and I do this, and this is some kind of like a message letting you know that maybe investing in that particular thing would probably be your thing. Why are you meeting with this person? There's a reason why the universe put them in your path, maybe to open an eye on that investment, on that particular. So it's little messages that a lot of people forget to see. Like, people come into your life and you don't understand it at that time, but as you go along, you see that they all have a purpose, for you to be where you need to be. The stones help a lot in that, you guys, because as you progress in your life's journey, there's a lot of negativity that will stop you. And the number one negativity is you. You guys could be your worst enemy. How many times did you say, oh, I can't do that, or I'm too scared, or that's not gonna work, or why me? And those are all your negative thoughts. And you learn that at a young age, because at the beginning when you're young, you think you could conquer the world, but then you're told, no, you can't do that, or you can't talk to strangers, or you can't, be careful, you're gonna fall. And we're giving so many roadblocks that you start losing yourself and all that, and that negativity constantly comes and haunts you. And I'm telling you guys, obsidian beads help you in so many ways. Yes, I'm glad you thank you, Costco, for agreeing. You don't have to agree all the time, but if you agree, I appreciate it. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Obviously, you don't have to agree with me, and I don't expect you to agree with me, because that is my personal opinion. You can have your own life experience and life opinion, but it is really important to start thinking differently. So all of those negative thoughts, turn them into a positive thought. Sometimes it's too late to start following my dream. No, don't think that. See, that's again a negative thought, you guys. all these negative thoughts, you guys, damage you in the long run, because this is something you repeat to yourself constantly and constantly and constantly, and then it starts putting barrier in what you're all about. You know, you're about to do great things, and people that are successful compared to people that are not. You know, if you look at yourself and say, if I accomplished what I've wanted, why are they successful? Why am I not? It's because of your internal dialogue, you guys. And it starts with the Pixiu. It starts as tiny as this. And what I mean by that is already like getting the Pixiu in the mail saying, I don't think this is going to work. That's already your first negative thought. How about you change that to like, I believe this is going to work. And every day, whether it's negative or positive, turning it into a positive. How do I stop this limiting belief? Yeah, we can go in depth about that, you guys. Seriously, I can make videos about that. I've changed my thought. You know what helped me a lot also? There was a book called The Secret. If you guys want to get it, I got some for my children as well to read. There's the adult and there's a teenager secret. And what The Secret tells you is, you know, as simple as a bill in the mail. What do you say when you get a bill? You're like, ah, crap. Like, oh, how much is that going to be now? It's probably going to be, I can't afford it. How about changing the mindset? I know it's really hard because when you see a bill, trust me, I get it. I don't want to be paying it too. But how about you say thank you for that electric bill? You know, without electricity, I'd be dying of heat right now. And because of you, you've provided that for me. Thank you. And then you kind of write a little appreciation note saying thank you for giving me this bill. Now, when you start appreciating things around you, things start changing, you guys. And it starts with one thought a day. And then you could train your mind to try changing your thought process. And I'm telling you, it is incredible how much it's going to do for you. It's going to start opening, I'm telling you, it's going to start providing money for you. And I will give you an example. I did not have them. This is incredible. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that because then it'll bring the video to an hour. But once you start being specific about what you want, the universe will make sure it works for you, okay? Whether you want a baby, whether you want success, whether you want a partner in life, whether, just keep asking for it. Keep being specific. Don't be like, oh, I want to fall in love. That's too general, you guys. I want to fall in love with a partner that's going to provide for me. I want him to be this tall. I want him to be this kind. I want to be able to see his heart. I want him to be financially secure. Financially secure. I want him to be good with children. So that's being specific. All right. So maybe if you don't feel like you've gotten that success, maybe you haven't been that specific with yourself. Maybe you said to yourself, you know, I can't do it. I don't know how. And already the don't know, the universe is listening to that negativity and it's giving it back to you. It's hearing, I don't know. So it's going to give you, I don't know. Remember, the universe does not understand positive and negative. It just understands the message. But if your message is always negative, it'll give you what you want. I have put it on the right hand and I have a serious, oh, I am so sorry about that. I hope you're okay. I'll be praying for you and sending positive vibes for healings. I'm so sorry about your accident. But yeah, so getting back into the positive thinking, you guys, it starts with the most minute little thing. If you look in the mirror, what's the first thing you say? Oh gosh, I hate myself, or I don't feel pretty, or I don't look good. I don't have my six-pack. I don't have my, yes, Kasha. It works for every zodiac sign, unlike what the Chinese zodiac says about the Pixiu and the conflicts. I have a video about that. All of the bracelets do work as long as they are blessed. Just make sure that yours is blessed, because if it isn't, it can't conflict. It can. So you want it blessed to protect you during that year that may be negative to you. All right. But getting back to what I was saying, just your positive thought process, you guys, it starts with the mind, and you are your worst enemy, unfortunately. And those negative thoughts start turning into positive. Once you start wearing the bracelet, it's almost like a reminder, because not only are you speaking to it, but it's a reminder that you have to be positive, and then it starts manifesting. And as you see the results, you continue being positive because you're seeing results, and then your positivity turns into not just one thing that you're saying, but two, but three, but four, and then your entire day is filled with positiveness. Don't get me wrong, I have good and bad days too. I'm not perfect, but I've changed my thought process, which has helped me so much. But we still have a few more. It is already we're 48 minutes in, you guys. I'm so sorry. I was hoping we'd do it within 30 minutes. All right, so be specific with your request. Do not do any physical activities, as it does not like dirt. Okay, so let's get into that. physical activities, running, swimming, sweating, planting plants outdoors, anything that you're doing that is going to make you sweat, you guys, take it off. Because obviously sweat, and I'll make a new video about how the Pixiu's condition will actually let me know, or let you know, that you may have a health condition. My girlfriend and I have been talking about that, and it's funny how we wear equally the Pixiu's at the same time, same things, same time. I mean, we're best of friends, so we know what we do. And some Pixiu's get worn out a little more than others, and we notice that the pH of the body, you know, in some people is a lot more elevated than others, and it creates this usage where it kind of eats at the gold. Now, that's when I get worried, because that's when I would tell you, you know, you need to go to the doctors and see if you're okay. Oftentimes someone that sweats a lot and produces a lot of acidity is a sign of, I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I don't want to, you know, say anything specific, but I will have a video about that. Again, I'm about to make some claims, which again, I am not a doctor. This is just in my opinion, but she has some medical background, and we were talking about it now on how the body produces different type of acidity depending on if you are diabetic or if you have any issues. Now, if your Pixiu, it seems like your Pixiu is being eaten at, like it's the corrosion, like the Pixiu, the back of the Pixiu. See how it is vibrant, how it starts being eaten. Kind of, you start seeing like the gold is kind of getting tarnished a little more faster than anybody else. So if you're complaining about your Pixiu looking that way very soon after having it, compared to me having it for a year, and I'm not seeing that because I wear it all the time, there's maybe an underlying issue with your health. Again, I am not a doctor, so please don't quote me on that. But if you look online about acidity and sweat, and if somebody can be more acid than someone else, and what causes that. So there's something behind that that could be said. And I've heard of a situation where that saved someone's life. Their Pixiu was tarnishing quickly. They went to the doctor, ended up finding out that they were diabetic. That saved their life, because if you're not treating diabetes, it can, you know, lead to blindness. It could lead to so many health issues. Yes, you can. I kiss men all the time. All right, and so yeah, definitely keep an eye on that, you guys. I'll make another video about that. Very interesting video. You know, again, it's a general statement. It doesn't mean that it'll apply to you. It doesn't mean that you have a health issue, but oftentimes when you are too acidic, it may be a health condition that you may have to look at. All right, so no physical activities. It doesn't like dirt, obviously. The only time that you do bury it is when it breaks, you guys. That's really important, but we'll talk about that. Re-energize under the moon for increased power. We talked about that as well. And if it breaks, it means it protected you. True. If ever, for whatever reason, your bracelet broke, it's that you had that big wave of negativity and it protected you. Please, by no means, try to put it back together. Remember what I said about putting it together? Do not do that. Leave it as is. Put it in a red towel, all right, or red handkerchief, or if you don't have red, that's okay too. Put it in a towel if you need to, or in a Ziploc bag, whatever it is. They say red towel, but if you don't have that, it's okay. And bury it as quickly as possible. Don't leave it in the house all broken up, because it just will carry that negative through you, and you don't want that. So as soon as it breaks, you guys grab it, throw it in the backyard, dig a hole, cover it, be done. All right. And if you want to like bury it somewhere further out, not like in your backyard because it's still too close to your house, by all means do that, just because again that negativity is within you know, within the beads, and the stones have attracted all of that and has sucked it in for you, and it actually released it because it's so strong. Now what you need to do is just get rid of it. Don't keep it, please. All right. So buried immediately. So this is a little bit summary of what the rules you will be getting in your little package with your little bag. And I hope like this was very informative, you guys. I mean, we try to keep it under 30 minutes, but it is obviously almost an hour. I'm so sorry for keeping you this long, but I'm so glad you spent some time with me sharing those videos with me. I also wanted to let you know, guys, that we no longer will be selling the mantra beads. So I've discontinued the mantra beads, which is what they look like, and now we only have the obsidian stones. So as you can see, they look very similar. I just noticed that these stones, for some reason, were everyone's favorite, so, and they're much heavier, so I went ahead and discontinued the mantra. So on the website there is no longer the option to have the mantra beads, which is fine because they are my favorite too, and their stones are very powerful, so I want to continue providing that to you guys, and so I'm happy with my decision. And so, yeah, for all of you that want the bracelet, I'll have a link down below after this video because it is live right now. But if you are seeing this after it goes live, then you know it's powerful bracelet with no s.com. All right, and you guys can, you know, get your bracelet. I am shipping. I'm shipping today. I've got a lot of packages here. I am shipping today. As you can see, we have a lot of shipments. A lot of them international too. I've got about 20 of them to ship out today, and I have my next shipping date is going to be on Monday. So if you guys have any orders today or tomorrow, they will be shipped first thing Monday morning or Monday afternoon as well. So I hope you guys this was informative. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you so much. If you have any questions, comment down below. I will make sure to answer all of your questions, or email me at flywithshelly@gmail.com, and I will be there for you guys to answer any of the questions that you have. Thank you again for being my faithful followers. Without you, I wouldn't be here. And with all your support and your love, I so appreciate it. And I thank you guys every single day for being in my life. So with that said, love you. Go in with peace and love and health and wealth, and keep that Pixiu vibrant, you guys. It'll protect you, and so will I. Love you. Bye.